Welcome to the dojo, baby, man. I can't even explain it, bro. Meanwhile, I can remember I would sleep twice as much, getting 7 hours, 8 hours, maybe even 9 or 10 or something. Not 9 or 10 is crazy, but let's say 7 or 8, right? And be tired when I wake up. Bro, just imagine 3 a.m. motivation over extended period of time.
You work for others, you are at their mercy. They own your work. They own you. Your creative spirit is squashed. What keeps you in such positions is a fear of having to sink or swim on your own. Instead, you should have a greater fear of what will happen to you if you remain dependent on others for power. Your goal in every maneuver in life must be ownership. Work in the corner for yourself. When it's yours to lose. You're more motivated, more creative, more alive. The ultimate power in life is to be completely self-reliant, completely yourself. The most expensive thing we spend is time, because we can't get it back.
Come on now. Ain't skip a beat in that video. I have not been listening to a lot of rap recently. Hop on drums. That's great. I used to play them in 8th grade, but I didn't take that shit serious. I eventually will make my way there. How important is it to detach from the outcome of what you think you should be? Well, you should stop thinking about what you should be, and you should start being what you should be. Every decision you make. I put a powerful ass quote on my story the other day. I'm gonna read it out loud, chat. I'm gonna read it out loud. And I had seen something and it made me like look into it, bro. It's crazy. Like, I feel like I've been having like a fucking another spiritual awakening, bro. Like on some real shit. So the quote was, "I am that I am," and it says it's a common English translation from the Hebrew phrase. I can't read that in Hebrew. It says also, "I am who I am. I will become what I choose to become. I am what I am. I will be what I will be. I create whatever I create, or I am the existing one." Bro, I thought that was like, listen, man, when you understand what's being hit with you right there, bro. Like the idea that people feel stuck in an identity, the fact that people feel stuck in an identity, the fact that people feel stuck in their past, people feel stuck based on their experiences. They feel as though their identity is constricted, like, oh, they always just hold themselves down by saying, I am who I always was. But the quote puts power into your choice. Like, I will become what I choose to be. So it's like the idea that you build yourself in whatever direction you want to go in. But the blame is on you. The blame is on you. So if you choose to be lame or a loser, you're going to choose to be that. If you choose to become a fucking demon, you're going to choose to be a fucking monster then. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's what makes that so powerful to me. It's just like understanding the every choice you make, you're really setting the bar or setting your direction wherever you want it, and it's not letting anything slide. Thoughts about the church that invite you? It was a beautiful experience, bro. I almost cried when I was in there. No bullshit, chat. It was like the perfect slow thing for me. Out of all the fast shit that's been going on in my life, it was perfect. The music was great, like, bro. It was a tough experience. Some people got mad at my last video, right? I dropped with the t-shirt on, bro. It was. Mind you, the church said something like bad religion, and it was like a guy on a bike with like a cross or something. But in reality, bro, that was some like rock band. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just bought the t-shirt, the fucking, like, it's just like a bullshit ass t-shirt, bro. You know what I mean? So what time you wake up? How do you be productive when you wake up late? Well, why is your productivity related to what time you wake up? First of all, recently, I've been going to sleep like 5 a.m., get up like 10. And that's because I'll be having Patreon calls at like 11, so I'll be having to walk the dog, then start the Patreon calls, and then I'll just be up. Worst case scenario, I might take a nap around like 6 to 7 or something like that, but I've been running off for 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I've been cooler. So just because I go to sleep late do not mean I wake up late. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's because of alarms or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, when you go, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I want to give y'all a hint to this. If you have not experienced this yet, I'm telling you, I'm trying to give you a sneak peek to shift your mind to it. It's nothing like when you go to sleep, like, hungry, like not physically hungry, like, oh, my stomach's empty. But when you go to sleep thinking about everything you're going to do that next day, already coming from the momentum that your last day, your literal last choice was everything you had. everything you had, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you can almost barely even go to sleep. Number one. Then on top of that, when you do finally go to sleep, you wake up the next morning and just bounce out like, yo, it feel like you got a shot of like energy, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it feel like you on drugs, bro. Like, I can't even explain it, bro. Meanwhile, I can remember I would sleep twice as much, getting 7 hours, 8 hours, maybe even 9 or 10 or something. Not 9 or 10 is crazy, but let's say 7 or 8, right? And be tired when I wake up. Bro, just imagine 3 a.m. motivation over an extended period of time. Now, how do you get that? How do you get that? You have to, bro. You got to fall in love with whatever you got planned, bro. I'm so in love with what I got planned for myself. Everything I do just feels like a pull to do it. I had a recent epiphany. I was thinking about chat. So I'm telling y'all, you got to follow my thoughts here. Follow my thoughts. Now listen to this. You shouldn't think about goals, right? Or you shouldn't look at goals as like a mountain to climb. Like I'm climbing the mountain. I'm on the ground. I got to stay consistent. I don't look at it as like goals. I look at it as in I'm diving into whatever I'm working on. So I treat it like an ocean instead of a mountain. And think about it. When you dive into an ocean, gravity will pull you to the bottom. So instead of a mountain, you're climbing, you're fighting gravity, you're working, and it's hard and it's tough. No, that's not how I view myself now. Like I view it as I'm diving into and I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper into what I'm grinding on and what I'm focused on every day. I kind of view it like that, like it's a pull, not like a force and work your way up kind of idea. And I think that when you conceptualize it differently, a lot of people view like working hard as like a pushing effort. Like it shouldn't be like that, bro. It should be like, you know what? I'm going smack at whatever I want to go at, and it should be direct. It should be clear. It should be focused. It should be. And I know honestly one of the main differences is the execution. That's one of the main differences. It's the execution. It's the difference between, okay, I woke up and I scrolled on my phone for 30 minutes, and I woke up and I got straight and did like, let's make up some shit like 15 push-ups, or like I went straight to what my to-do list was for the day, and I remind myself constantly like what's next? What am I doing next? What am I planning today? For example, I literally plan to go to stream today. I say, you know what? I've been doing all this music shit lately. That YouTube video I recorded, that I just dropped yesterday, was recorded at like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I was like, you know what, let me give something to the YouTube community. Then I was like, you know what, I ain't been live in a while. Like, I want to get the most out of this day. So I scheduled my day. I'm like, yo, I'm going live today. And right just before I got finished live, I was just finished singing and playing the piano. And all the shit I was doing throughout the day before that, bro. Like, and then when I done this, I got other shit that I want to do on my to-do list. It's mainly going to be guitar. And I might go back to the Patreon DMs or write a script for a video or read or something. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's just about being tight, chat. That's a pause. That shit sound crazy. But you got to be tight, bro. Like, everything got to be tight, bro. I'm telling you, I don't even like bullshit on the like phone, bro. Like, I can't even like, oh, who calling me? Like, oh yeah, what's up, man? What y'all doing tonight, man? Like, cause that's just gonna loosen up my routine, bro. I'm just in one of those modes right now, bro. It's like all my energy is diving off the cliff, bro. I can't even explain it. Y'all probably can see it in my like delivery, bro. Like I'm really doing just on some like, like I'm just, bro. I can't even explain it. On the topic of music and instruments, how you feel about the Andre 3000 type flute? What about it? I don't really know much about what you're asking me about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being busy. It is, bro. It is. And one thing that I know now, because I was in that mode before, that whole YouTube run where I went from 0 to 100K plus and all that, and then that's when I went back to school, and it changed my momentum because it gave me a routine. It gave me a routine going to class, and then I got my own spot. Then it was like it gave me a routine, and the routine was kind of comfortable. Now, the difference is that that's not what produced crazy results for my life. Nothing about my life was comfortable or was supposed to have a smooth routine. It feels like a race instead of like a coast. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I feel like a race. Like it's just like everything is sharp, everything is quick, everything is like I'm keen to opportunities to get what I want, to do what I want, to stand for what I want. Even if it's on some communication shit, even if it ain't just like musically or creating a video, it has to be everything. And like I said, when I'm comparing it to that comfort thing, it's like you want to get used to shaking all comfort. Like it should disgust you. It should be like it should just feel like if you feel like, I'm gonna give you an example. you could literally be at the gym, right? Doing 4 sets, 8 reps or something like that. And then you get to your 3rd rep, so your sets start getting a little shaky. They start getting a little light. Them arms start feeling like noodles, and them legs start shaking like a fucking grasshopper or something. Now at that point, you got 2 choices. You could make sure them last 2 sets and all them reps are strong. Even if you gotta drop the weight a little bit, just a little bit, right? They have to each rep. It's like a commitment, bro. It's like a accountability thing. And then let's say you finish the set. Every rep is tight, even if you had to drop the weight a little bit. That's a habit, bro. That's a habit. That same effort that you put in to finish that fucking set and do every rep and make sure each rep count is the same thing you do when you go home. And you go home and you're like, all right, what am I doing on my phone, wasting time scrolling? Like, this shit don't count for nothing. So why would I do it? Then you start, how can I make each rep count? That's how I feel with all my decisions. I feel like I'm trying to make every rep count. It's that audacious mindset, the audacity not to do what you need to do. I don't know, bro. You build yourself every day. You create yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm using voice memos and notes heavy to track my progress and thoughts. That's good, bro. I've been using my notes on my phone a lot. What sports do you play or have played? I don't play no sports now. But all in high school, I tried out for the basketball team one time. Did not make that, as y'all can see. I did football, wrestling. I don't know why I never did track, bro. I don't know why I never did that. But I mainly like just between football and wrestling. You mentioned something about writing your own book or any progress on that. What will it be about me? Honestly, I'm writing my book in such a spontaneous way. Like, it's not like an everyday I'm touching the paper type thing. Like a chapter might come to my mind, like, or a topic might come to my mind. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to address that, or I want to write that, or I want to elaborate on that. I already sneak peek some of the quotes I've been giving y'all, like die about it or live with it, or strong enough to have it all, too weak to take it. I just imagine in the book where I take moments of my life where I notice how important those quotes are and what they really mean on a deeper level, and just like, I don't know, bro. I'm. It's just like kind of like a long-term project. The way I'm seeing it. I'm going to be having a year off of school. I'm planning on working, etc. Got some advice or tips for planning. As early as you can figure out what you need out of this year, dog. Figure that shit out and like make it clear. I'm gonna give you an example. Now I started the instrument shit like last August, so I guess in a month it'll be 12 months or something, or like the end of August, so it's 10 months technically, right? Listen, bro, I couldn't imagine if I had did this during COVID. Yo, do we all remember the amount of excess of free time during COVID? Could you imagine having like something to do? Like mind you, I fortunately was still in school in college, and then that's when I got my PC, so I started streaming, and that eventually paid off towards the end of COVID. So but I'm telling you, it's so much more I could have did with my time though. Like I'm telling you, now I'm on some shit where I'm like not wasting time, not procrastinating. It's like I look back on just gaps of just wasted time, and I'm like, yo, I could have had so much more out of COVID. I don't regret how anything went because I am where I am now. But it's like, yo, chat, like, do y'all look back on y'all COVID and it's like, just be honest, like, did you really spend it the best way you could have? Dojo, Caps, Dojo. What's the vibes, man? What's been going on, gang? Hey, Caps, I saw a clip on TikTok and I did not fuck with that shit at all. But those your homies, those your friends. I seen something where it was like some chick like talking about, oh, I regret like sex and all that. It was just weird vibes to me, like, cause like why niggas like putting you on blast, like, you know what I'm saying? Like why? I don't know. It's just I hate shit like that for content, bro. I mean, unless y'all planned it and that's y'all fun, then fuck what I'm saying. I'm taking it too serious. But I don't know, like I swear, oh my god, like me, my homies don't move like that, man. That's all I'm gonna say. No, shit wasn't. My homies don't move like that, bro. It ain't even about the necessary part about the L. It's just like, man, my niggas would have been on some fuck that bitch. man, take the mic away from that, man. Fuck that bitch. What she ain't talking about shit, man. My homie crushed. Yeah, he crushed. You're sick, you're bad. Can't get it back. Bye. Like, come on, man. What's this whole? What's she got a post game interview? Like, come on, man. Get her ass out of here. You know, it's like fuck going on, man. We ain't talking about nothing. People sleep on COVID. Well, no, COVID just was 2 years ago, bro. Get over it. I just had to mention that. For example. You from the DMV? No, I just use that lingo thinking of prom, bro. Crush is funny. Like, y'all understand how funny Crush is. Like, That's one of the funniest words to refer to fucking I heard in a long time, bro. Like, I'm trying to crush. Like, you can't say it and you can't use it if you the kind of guy that don't actually crush. See, it's funny for me because I really crush. Like, I crush, nigga. So it's literally, it's like metaphorical, bro. It's literal and metaphorical, bro. Like, a bitch really gonna get crushed, nigga. Folded, snap, crackle. Like, bro, she getting destroyed. Like, that's why that shit is so funny to me. You took a braces off, bro. They been off since like kit or something like that. Hey, time finna be entering my senior year. Advice on staying on my shit and staying out of drama. Well, you don't need advice to do that. That's just self-control. Like, it's just on you at that point. I'll tell you, my last two high school years were so different from my first two. It's crazy because mine was reversed. So I seen everybody did this. Start off strong and then go like, my shit would start off bad and then, and guess what? You know, whatever we value or standard we use, I got a lot of successful friends too. So I can't even say this too much, but even in high school and all that, yeah, I got so many people that I know did not chase their dreams, did not bet on themselves, and have still been following the plans and goals that have been given to them since they were born, honestly. Whether I go to the hood or whether I go to the motherfuckers that I know that are in Stanford, NYU, Dartmouth University, Sacramento. Like, I know people at top elite universities in this fucking United States and have graduated and are going on to law school, medical school. On top of that, like, I went to a very compy high school that puts people in great places. And it's like, I know a lot of these people are slaves to the blueprint and plan. Now, if it's one that they actually want and genuinely set out for themselves and are aligned with, then what I'm saying is not true, and they're just manifesting everything that they ask for. But it's sad to say that a lot of people are living a life that they know they would not live if they had a choice. And that's one thing I'm very proud of myself for, is that I said to myself, Brian, anything I ever set out for, anything I ever put myself to, it was created by me. It was created by me. It was, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the standard I'm going to do it at. And if I ever changed, it was on me. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit takes risk. It does take betting on yourself. It does take, like, damn, if my shit fumble or my shit crumble, I'm falling back on me. And that's the toughest thing people want to avoid. People always want to duck that smoke. People always want to duck that action. But they always want the rewards and benefits of what it comes like to separate from the crowd. They just don't want the anxiety or the stress that come with it, which is fine. It's not meant for everybody. It really isn't. Especially the type of ridicule you hear, chat. Fonzo999, I appreciate the big 3 months, man.
People don't like going out the box. They want to be told and controlled. People like us don't want to be controlled. We want to be free.
This is the thing. I'm gonna tell you, the scariest thing about it is that you might not immediately know anybody that has been successful that way. And you're also trusting a given plan. You're trusting the structure set out for you. You're trusting everything but yourself. Never once having that moment of like, I got it. I got it, and actually I want me to be the one that has it. And if I'm wrong, if I was being arrogant or whatever, then at least I got my own back and I can just learn from where I went wrong. Shit, worst case scenario, I just learned from my mistake, right? Worst case scenario, I don't die. I could just get back up and keep swinging. Like, I looking back on it, I can't even fathom the fear. But being on the other side of the fence, I don't know, chat. It's just a do or die situation in my head. Like, I don't even see it as hesitation. That's where all that fear and all that bullshit is gonna come up at. All that, man, do I really want to do or you don't? You do or you don't. Like, at the end of the day, if you're not, stop debating, stop fighting over it, because you're gonna stress yourself out. You're gonna end up miserable, and you're gonna end up thinking about it more and more and more. And if it gets to that point, then you can't get over it. So just go in and do it. If your plan or your goal is that important, you cannot get over it. It's gonna make you miserable. Start now. What's the point? You're gonna drive yourself in a hole thinking like that, bro. A deep one. And the deeper you dive into that hole, the harder it's gonna be to get out. Yo, I just texted this girl to hang out. I'm trying to take her to the arcade, progress with her more. Any event tips, advice for me to succeed and show her what I want. If you just want to fuck, why are you taking her out on a date? I don't get it. When y'all gotta help me understand this stuff. Y'all should see the message I just received on Discord. It was like no greater disrespect to me. Look at this shit. The nigga said, "Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something. So I graduated the dojo." This second sentence is so funny when you read the rest, Chad. Just listen. So I graduated the dojo, right? Now listen to this. I learned how to get what I want out of a woman using my words without over validating or being a trick. I don't know what this is about, right? I recently got out of a relationship and I feel like I lost it. I feel like my confidence has been drained. My quick, clever responses aren't there the same way that they used to be. And overall, the game is just not gaming for me right now. What can I do to move forward? The jokes write themselves, man. The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. The biggest mistake he made is realizing that you never graduate the dojo. Why? Because I'm never the same person I was yesterday, let alone a week ago, let alone a month ago, let alone a year ago. I'm never the same person. I'm never going to be repeating, and the value of life will never be the same. I'm always adapting. I'm always evolving. It should never be, I got this. Well, look, you didn't have it. You arrogantly thought you did, because if you had it, you can't lose it. Those are the dudes who think game is like a trick, like for pussy or something. Like, oh, I'm spitting game. I'm about to go spit some game. Oh, I lost my game in a relationship. You never had it. You never had it. Capacity Peach, I appreciate the 27 months, man. What the hell is this message I'm reading?
Happy birthday, Taekwondo. New fan here, love your stuff, man. Keep it up.
Y'all see how mods think? Like, they are strange, bro. I really don't understand them. Big fucking 27 months in the building, though, man. Appreciate that, bro. That's loyalty right there. You loyal, but you got something loose up there, man. Something a little bit loose up there, but you really are putting up for the reputation that mods have. So you know what? You got your bucket in for the day. Typical mod moment right there. He really putting up for the team today. Jesus, now here all the mods go, no, yo, what? Oh my God. Look how y'all act, bro. Bro said, happy birthday, new fan here. Yeah, mid attempt at sarcasm, but I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.